Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the match here on WWE 2K25. This one is our special weekly Hulk Hogan match because they seem to be doing so well on the views. Hulk Hogan is not doing very well at all at the moment. He's -5 this year. So I think he's had... What has he had? He's had 15 matches. He has won 5 of them and lost 10 so far. So it's been pretty damn rough. We have gone for New Japan Hogan, which is pretty cool. We've gone for the proper attire and everything, which I quite like. And New Japan Hogan was a different animal to what many people know him as in WWE, or WF at the time, of course. New Japan Hogan had a much more interesting moveset. He was a lot more entertaining. And he body slammed Andre over there long before WrestleMania 3 ever happened as well. And today, then, he is facing off against Tatsumi Fujinami, the legend, who has only ever had 2 matches for us in this universe mode. But he has won both of them. Both back in 2023 when I think he was actually on the game, was he, that year? And I think this is a decent core. Obviously, I don't remember what he looks like, but when I googled him, he looked pretty decent. Obviously, he looks different now to what he does back then. This is actually, I think it's pretty good, to be honest. Looking at when I just Google it, it's pretty decent, I think. It is pretty damn decent. It was made by Honcho's Legend, who I get a lot of the old school cores from, and he's generally pretty damn good, to be honest with you. Right then, let's get into it. Look at this Hogan. I love this attire for Hogan. I really do. Let's get into the action then. Hogan versus Tatsumi Fujinami. Like I said, Hogan, 15 matches so far this year. Of course, he did get his own pay-per-view recently, which did incredibly well views-wise. And in that pay-per-view, like I said, he did not do terrifically well. 15 matches so far this year for Hogan, which is the most out of anybody by quite some distance. And in those 15 matches, of course, he had 5 wins and 10 losses. So he's on the rebuild because he's currently -5 this year overall, which has dropped him down to 34th position. So he was a +14. He's now down at a +9. He's still in the top 50. He's still where he would want to be, but he'd want to be a lot higher than this if he wants to be involved in some of the title pictures, such as the North American Championship and stuff like that. Of course, he is former United States champion and North American champion. He was the one who was defeated by Kurt Angle to win the belt. And he would want to get himself back inside that title picture. I'll be honest, with this Hogan, I'm not even sure if his finisher, or what his finisher is in this one. Of course, his WWF finisher was the atomic leg drop, we know that, but I wonder whether it's any different with Japanese. I should look at these things before I actually do these videos, shouldn't I really? But I don't think about them until it happens. Hogan now really working over Tatsumi Fujinami, doing pretty damn well. Maybe getting rid of the yellow and red is what Hogan needed to really excel this year. In with a double axe handle, taking down Fujinami, working over the arm, and Hogan is dominating here, actually. Okay, let's drop in the elbows. There is a leg drop by Hogan. Don't think it was his special one, like, but there you go. Hogan stiff clothesline, taking down Tatsumi Fujinami. There's the pin. Oh my god, he almost had it off a clothesline. Wow. That would have been a very quick win. And we're only literally 4 minutes into the match at this point in time. If Hogan was to pull off a victory this quick, since we changed the sliders, we haven't had many victories that have gone under the 8-minute mark. Tatsumi, though, there with a diving headbutt. That was a brutal move, that. Absolutely flattened Hogan. Now drops an elbow, or drops a knee on the inside of the elbow. Straight into the pin now on Hogan. Only a 2 count. Fujinami now back up on his feet. Sending Hogan off the ropes. Round the back. Snapdragon suplex. Hogan fighting back there with a boot in the face. There's a stiff right hand now dragging Fujinami towards the corner. Referee got in the way, though. Several referees really getting in the way. Hogan now going to go to a different corner because he's annoyed with the referee. Oh, he's up against the ropes instead. Okay, but all that faffing about has allowed Tatsumi Fujinami to play possum and get back into this one, dumping Hogan to the outside. Now dumping him, kicking him in the knee as well. Referee getting up to the free count then as Fujinami sending Hogan back into the ring. Fujinami brings Hogan back up. Hogan, oh, saw it coming, slaps him round the face. Fujinami now dumping Hogan to the outside. Referee starts his count. Fujinami now joining Hogan on the outside, and Hogan, he was dominating the match pretty early on, I must admit, but since then it started to get more down Fujinami's wavelength, but now Hogan taking control once again, dropping Fujinami face first onto the top turnbuckle. Fujinami fighting back with a boot in the gut. I mean, that's what it was all about for Fujinami, just the sort of continuing on the slow, methodical picking apart of Hogan, waiting for the opportunity. Maybe for that patented Fujinami armbar. There's the Northern Lights suplex. And straight into the pin. Oh, it's only a 1 count. Hogan able to kick out. We're starting to get the distance we wanted now. At least it didn't finish in 3 minutes like it was looking like. But the double-handed choke slam there by Hogan. Brutal maneuver. Then drops a leg drop as well. Maybe the leg drop is his finisher. There's the pin. And no, it's only a 2 count for Hogan. As he's wheeling Fujinami back up to his feet. Up against the ropes. Off he goes. There's a stiff clothesline. Is that his finisher? There's no way that running clothesline's his finisher. I've got a feeling it is though, you know. It bloody well is, isn't it? Hulk Hogan with the clothesline to finish. It's okay. It's nice to see a different iteration of Hogan. It's nice not to see the standard WWF Hogan, something a little bit different. I mean, that victory puts him up to -4 for the year and puts him back up to a +10 overall. That's also Tatsumi Fujinami's first ever loss in our universe mode, which puts him back down to a +1 after 3 matches. Was he not involved in our G1 Climax last year? Evidently not. Evidently not. As Hogan... It was an interesting match. Say Hogan dominated the early parts. Fujinami got back involved towards the middle and was looking pretty strong and had really started to take Hogan apart limb by limb. But then Hogan's strength was just too much. There was a Northern Light suplex, was quite impressive. But there was a leg drop that nearly gave him enough. It was only a 2 count. And then Hogan was able then to utilize what I believe was his finisher maneuver then. That running clothesline to flatten Tatsumi Fujinami and pull out the 3 count. So there we go. Victory for Hogan. He needed that badly. We will be seeing him in action once again next week. We'll see Hogan up against Antonio Inoki, which should be another fun one. Again, Hogan qualifies for Forbidden Door because Hogan wrestled for New Japan. And as I said, we've opened up New Japan, CMLL, AEW, Ring of Honor. We've opened up the history as well to utilize as many great names as we can. Well, there we go then. Hogan is victorious finally. It's taken him a while this year to do anything useful, I suppose. But he's still got a fair way to go if he wants to catch back up and get back into a strong position. But this is a good start for him. He's only -4 for the year now, so that's 16 matches, 6 wins and 10 losses. And he's going to continue to get more and more opportunities to change that. But these opportunities are not easy. He's going up against some of the legends of wrestling. He's just faced Fujinami. Next week he's got Antonio Inoki. When Worlds Collide, he's probably going to get the likes of Mil Mascaras and someone else like that. They're always going to be difficult matches, but who knows? Hogan can continue to push on and maybe turn things around and get himself another opportunity at potentially going for the North American or United States Championship. Right, I'm going to love you, leave you good night. God bless. I'll be the same. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back a little bit later on today for our main Forbidden Door pay-per-view for this Sunday. It's a biggie. 7 big matches, including 3 championship matches. I'm regretting the schedule, but there we go. It's in. Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.